Hello, everyone. It is episode 2 time. Thanks for coming back, or if it's your first time, thanks for coming in. Today we have a wonderful guest. It's going to be a great episode. Just a quick little note. I am trying out new audio stuff, just trying to get my bearings on how to edit all this together. And I tried a cool little program that made the audio sound better generally, but it doesn't really recognize laughter as like human noise. So whenever we're laughing, it's gonna be like a little quiet. But just know that when you hear a quiet laugh, it actually means we're laughing so freaking much. Hope you enjoy this episode. Much, much love. Okay, here we go. Hello and welcome to Hey, How Are Ya with Cam Kreitner. It is a podcast show with wonderful conversations and slightly above mediocre recording equipment. I'm really, really excited to have you all back here listening today. I have a very, very, very good friend. Honestly, a super quick good friend. One of the quickest I've ever made a good friend. Oh, we're dapping up. Little sneak peek for the video viewers. But this person is a very, very good friend of mine. I really get to be a proper geek with them, which I really enjoy. We both love Pokemon. They're a fantastic Twitch streamer and comedian. And I am even a moderator on their Twitch. So if you ever want to see more of me, but more importantly, more of them, you can find them at twitch.com, Twitch TV. Just Ben Glassman on Twitch. And so now it's time to ask the ultimate question. Hey, Ben Glassman, how are ya?
Hi, Cam. It's really good to be here on the podcast. I'm feeling good. And the weather outside, let's talk about that. The weather was hot for one day, and then it got cold the next day. Ugh, I can't believe it. So I'm just kind of waiting for when the weather gets a little bit better. Can we cut?
You want to cut?
No, I'm kidding. No, that's good.
I thought that was a perfect way, kind of get all the awful things out of your brain.
I thought it was good. I like.
It was, it was very, very just plain and normal.
Yes. Oh, you want me to be normal, right?
Well, I want you to be you.
This is me.
I mean, yes.
I've created this personality myself in a lab.
Well, so speak on this about
Yes.
creating a personality, because you are a content creator, and I mean, like, I guess I'm trying to be too in some capacity. I'm trying to really strip away any form of like costume.
Yeah.
That's like my ultimate goal with this. I want to just have conversation as we are, like as one is. But you work in a field, or you're trying to make it your full-time career, where you want it to be like where there has to be a costume in some capacity.
Yeah. I always say this to people. I feel like I didn't really learn how to talk until I was like 21 years old. And you're probably like, what does that mean? And I guess when I look back on videos and stuff of myself before that, it felt like I was still forming. Like, obviously, as you grow, you're forming, you're finding your personality, but it really felt like I didn't, I guess, know what I wanted to be. And so I think around when I started to make stuff online, like when I started to make TikToks, and when I started to stream as well, I started, I guess, having to look at myself a lot more and kind of decide what felt the most comfortable for me to be.
Ugh, and that's daunting, right?
Yeah.
That must be terribly daunting. I don't know a single person who would maybe be cool with that sort of experience.
Yeah, it was really hard, I think. And it was definitely like, it was a lot, especially I think when it comes to Twitch streaming specifically, because you're sitting there talking for 4 or 5 hours straight. And in the beginning, it was more like 2.5 hours because that's all I could do. But it was really hard, like going back and watching the replay of what I did and all the things I said and all the little flubs I made, because I think I felt very unrefined at the time. I think, and I always got this note in high school theater. My diction was really bad. It's like I don't think I was very what's the word, being good at
Articulating.
Yes. I never found myself as much of an articulate person. So I think starting to Twitch stream specifically made me really look at myself from a more objective standpoint and be like, okay, this is fine, and it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Sorry, frog in my throat. It was totally fine, but also it was like if I want to be a performer and an entertainer of some kind, then I needed to, I guess, find my voice, you know? And I think starting, because I started making like short form content when I was like 20, 21 on TikTok and just kind of whatever felt fun at the time.
Yeah.
And I attribute like finding that comedic voice to doing all that short form content.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like a really interesting like comedian birth or like creator birth for it to be purely on social media in like 2021
Mm-hmm.
because that was such a specific time, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was during COVID, so I didn't have a lot of other stuff to do, so I was like, this is the time to just kind of figure it out.
Just rip it.
Just rip it, and I ripped it, and I ripped it like crazy, and I ripped it. I ripped it. Sorry.
No, please do that.
You can cut me up just saying a bunch of stuff.
I mean, that's gonna be what I do. That's gonna be so
You can
fun.
YouTube poop me if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the time I was living in Texas, going to college at Texas State, and I was living with a bunch of really funny comedians.
Texas State has a great musical theater program, yeah?
They do, and I was not a part of it, but they do.
Yeah. Did you watch any shows there?
I'm actually thinking I don't know if I ever did, to be honest.
I mean, it was during COVID, so
Oh,
I imagine you might not have.
Oh, I saw them do what's the Mr. Burns show? Have you heard of this?
No.
They have a Homer Simpson Mr. Burns musical.
I don't even know what.
Well, no, it's not a musical. Sorry. It's a play.
Okay.
I can't remember the full name of it. You can look it up, but it's like a play about Mr. Burns from The Simpsons and
Sure.
but in the last act they turn it into a musical. It turns into a home. The play is a commentary on The Simpsons, I guess, and it takes place in like a post-apocalyptic world where The Simpsons is one of the only things that remained. And so it's like commentary on like The Simpsons longevity and like how hypothetically if The Simpsons is one of the only things that remained, like how that would affect people and like
Oh, I think I've actually heard of this play now that you're saying it's like. I mean, I couldn't tell you what it's called, but that's really interesting. I mean, it's
it was
like
a really cool play.
what other like pieces of media do you think could fit in that Simpsons role? And like, why is the only other one I could think of like is Family Guy?
I mean,
You know?
yeah, absolutely. I think Family Guy would be great.
They got a new Stewie show coming out. Yes, I actually did read about this.
I was texting Christoph about it this morning.
Christoph is a good friend of the show.
Friend of the show who likes Family Guy.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. And I saw a funny repost about it that was like some guy thought that they were like, well, they couldn't get Brian's voice actor, and then
That's awesome. One guy who doesn't understand Family Guy at all. Yeah, but I'm really excited. I actually think it's gonna be great. And they said that he can continue to be in Family Guy still because the Stewie show is gonna take place at school. So this is just the stuff that happens when he's at school. And then he'll be in Family Guy just regular.
oh man, and he's never gonna mention it.
Probably. Well, and they'll probably be cheeky and be like, well, you remember that time in school when and then
Is that your Stewie?
I used to actually have a really good Stewie.
Rip it.
But no, I can't do it anymore. It's not, I can do Peter, I can't do Stewie. Here's my Stewie, really, I'm trying. Brian. Hello, Brian. Brian.
Cool whip.
Cool whip, Brian. I used to be able to do Stewie, but I kind of transitioned over to Peter. I kind of put all my stock in Peter's stock.
So why? Why?
I didn't mean to. It
It just became easier for you to do.
I think I honed in on Peter, and I kind of started focusing more on
Well,
Peter.
give us Peter.
All right, here we go. I'm nervous.
Hey, holy crap, Lois, it's me, Peter Griffin. I can't believe I'm on Cam's Crichton's podcast. It's me, Peter Griffin.
Some days it's better than others.
I mean, that's like better than.
It's like okay.
It's definitely practiced. You know what I
Yes.
mean? You know, that's like, I mean, and that's something.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. It's better. It's probably in the top 15 Peter Griffin impressionists I know.
Thanks. That's actually that's not great, but do
I
you know
mean-
a lot of other people who are doing it?
No.
Okay, so it's like okay, cool.
Yeah, 15 I think is good.
You want to hear a funny story? It's not that funny.
Yes.
It kind of makes me really embarrassed.
Yeah, tell me about it.
But when I went to Japan 2 years ago with my roommate, his dad was in the military, so he was stationed there. So my roommate was like, "Let's go to Japan. We'll have a place to stay." So we go to Japan.
Which military? Russian? USSR?
USSR, I'm pretty sure. He was in the USSR military. Yes. So he was in the USSR military. He brought us over very kindly. And I went to this small town when I was there. We stayed like 2 or 3 hours outside of Tokyo, but something that I really wanted to do was stay in this or go and visit this tiny town that one of my favorite animes is based in.
What anime? Give us everything.
It's called Love Live. It's about
Oh, they're having to talk about a show they like. Oh,
it's like if you know about, it's like K-pop.
cool.
It's like K-pop.
Which is something you adore.
I don't love K-pop.
I mean, that aesthetic seems to grab you.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that this show is it's like idols, which is the same thing as like what K-pop is. It's like performing and dancing and all
Yeah.
that and singing songs. But it's really cool because the anime has like 9 girls who all sing and there's like a plot line and everything. But then they have the real life voice actors who are singing as them, but they do actual concerts as the girls.
Yes,
Um,
I think you actually mentioned not this particular story, but you've mentioned this anime to me before.
Yes, it's one of my favorite. I have one tattoo and it's from that. And it means a lot to me. Like it really, really means a
Well,
lot to me. Well, the first time I'm a big anime and
Yes,
I'm
me
big,
too.
as you know.
This is a safe space.
It's a safe space.
Yes, it's
I
going
know.
on the internet
It's a
forever,
safe
but this
space.
is a safe.
It's a really safe space. But I went to Japan for the first time summer of ninth grade.
1999.
1999. I was born and then I went straight to Japan.
That's gonna be great for the YouTube poop. But it'll be like Ben Glassman core.
Yeah.
It'll be that and go like "Bleh." Wow. Wasn't that a fantastic 1/3 of a podcast? If you could believe it, there's plenty more coming. One day there'll be an ad here, so I just wanted to prepare your brains for this tempo for future episodes. Yeah, you're doing great. Keep on going. Here's the rest of the pod. So, summer of 9th grade, you were in Japan for the first
Summer of
time.
9th grade, I went to Japan, and right before I went, I watched this lovely show called Love Live. It's a very musical show. It's very camp. It reminds me of like musicals, like Broadway musicals. It's
Yeah.
very, very camp. Sometimes I watch it and I like cringe, but in like a good way. But it's very inspiring. It's about these girls who their school is about to shut down, and so they become idols and start singing music and dancing to promote the school and to get more people to apply to the school.
And it works?
And it works. And it's this beautiful, it's 2 seasons. It's beautiful. They work so hard and they come from the bottom and then they make it to the top. And they join this big competition and they win the whole thing. And it's very dramatic, very inspiring. And I was watching it at the time, and I'm a big music guy. I come from a musical family. My parents are opera singers.
Yes.
And so just anything music is big for me. And so I was loving it. I was great. It was like, this is awesome. And then, like, right as I was finishing that show, I went to Japan for the first time. And at the time, the second season of the show was currently finishing airing. It was actually, actively airing. And it was at the last couple of episodes. And when I got to Japan, I remember I went to the big, one of the big places for anime and manga stuff is called Akihabara.
Cool.
Which I love and I've been to many times.
Shout out.
And- Shout out.
Shout out Akihabara.
Shout out Akihabara. I went and I remember so vividly. You like go over you see like the landscape like rise, and then I saw all the girls from the show like all over the city, like posted
Whoa.
all over the city, like posters on the biggest buildings, like all over the place. And then I started walking through, and they were playing their music in like every single shop. Like they had so
Wow.
much merch. They were playing their music in every single shop, and I guess
This is the town it was based in?
no, this is not. Well, actually, this is the town. There's been a couple seasons, a couple different groups. This is the town. They were based in around Akihabara.
Wow.
They're from Tokyo. But yeah, they were everywhere, and that's just like how like this kind of genre of anime was very, very big at the time, like idol anime. There's a couple different
Certainly.
kinds. But it was really popular. It appealed to a lot of different people.
But
And
so it sounds like it was the music for you?
yeah,
Like you have it's the only tattoo on your body.
yeah.
and so it means a lot to you. And it is it like the music doing good in the community? Like I'm hearing some themes, but what tugs at your heartstrings?
It's very inspiring, and it's all about achieving your dreams. And I remember I got to Japan and I was seeing them everywhere, and I was like, wow, this is really amazing. And the show was like just ending and they were getting to like the finale of it all. And I remember like I bought one of their CDs and I was listening to it on my iPhone and just walking around Japan. And at the time, I, as a kid, wanted to become a comic maker and move to Japan and learn Japanese and like
Well,
and
you're a
do the
wonderful
whole thing.
artist.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
That's what I should have mentioned that in the intro. I mean, that's what you do. Your stream is you're an artist and you host stuff like One Prompt Wednesdays, how-to streams. I mean, it's like we could giggle about it because I know you very well, and
Uh-huh.
I would never even talk about it like this with you, I suppose, because like we know, like I'm your moderator. I'm one of your mods.
You're my moderator.
Mods, make this guy shut up.
Mods. That's a fun thing we do. I say, mods, put this guy in the trash can. Mods,
Yeah.
turn this guy upside down and shake him for change.
You're an artist, and so your childhood dream, you were just saying, was to do art, you know?
Yes. And more than that, I wanted to create stories because I have been essentially raised by anime. It was what was always on for me, and it was
Wow.
always like I mean, it is like the tenets of who I am is what I've learned from the shows I've watched.
I mean, I grew up like I would watch, your classic Cartoon Network stuff, your Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, but I would really, really get down with like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. So a lot of like I'm a very capital R romantic person
Yeah.
because of anime. Like everything is a beautiful story.
Yes.
Through willpower alone, I could do nearly anything.
Yes,
You know?
I agree, and that is a big part of who I am. And I think for better in some ways and for worse in some ways, I think I'm an incredibly big romantic. And I really believe in like our ability as humans to make life magical by our own hands.
And that's what you're trying to do right now.
Yeah.
You see, now you're getting a little uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm digging a little too far.
No, dig as far as you want.
I mean, you are doing that, and it's difficult for people like us who want to get our power levels up.
Toilet noises.
Toilet. They can't hear that. Toilet. Have you seen the Russian guy who have I said this to you?
No.
Have you seen there's these videos online with this, I believe he's a Russian man. He swings two toilets into each other and breaks them. It's kind of like it's in the same genre of like soap cutting, I guess. But he gets used toilets, puts them on a string, rams them into each other, and then does commentary. And the commentary is always just him going like the toilets are ramming into each other. It's making the loudest sounds, and he's just in the background going, "Oh, toilet! Oh, toilet!"
So he's okay because you said he's making commentary, and I thought he was gonna be like toilets smashing together. It's like the world is a terrible place. The world that we live in could be
That
much.
would be funny. That would be funny.
But
No,
he's
it's-
commenting on the toilet. Oh, smash toilet.
No, he's literally all he says is toilet. He goes, "Oh, toilet! Oh, toilet!"
and this is your friend's dad that took you to Tokyo, Japan.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's how I know him. Yes, one of my favorite videos are really good. If you look up toilet smashing into each other video, you will find it. I really recommend it.
Tell me more about streaming as it pertains to like what you want to do and put into the world, because that clearly means a lot to you.
Yeah. I guess when I first started, I've been streaming for about 3 years now. And when I first started doing it, it was what I was mostly doing was I was like, I'll just draw your suggestions. I'll draw whatever you want. Feel free to come in, tell me something to draw, and I'll do it. Because for one, I often don't know what to draw, and I love when people just tell me what to do, and then that's fun for me. But also I was just trying to I thought I really wanted to make a new space for myself and make a specific unique space for myself, because usually people on Twitch and people who stream are playing video games, which is great, and I do that sometimes too. But I think as someone who I think art and telling stories is the most important thing to me. And so I wanted to, even if I was making like a stream that was comedy and comedy focused, I also felt like I needed it to be art focused because that's a big part of who I am.
Yeah.
And so I just started like being like, I'm going to draw, hold on. I said, I'm going to draw viewer suggestions, and I kind of just played around and goofed around, and it's fun on Twitch and with like using OBS, which is the system you use to stream to Twitch. You can kind of play around and do a bunch of fun stuff and put pictures up on the screen and do silly stuff. And so I took advantage of that as much as I could, and I had a lot of fun, and I just drew stuff, and I ended up having like I had kind of a little bit of an Instagram presence at that time, so I kind of started with like 10 to 12 people who were coming in stream,
Yeah.
and it was good, but I think I was doing that for about 2 years, and it never really grew, and that was okay, but it, I guess, felt like something was missing,
Mm.
and I
Like an audience, like more of an audience, or like, or rather, like I suppose what you're about to say is like your own, what's the word, initiative, like because if you're drawing viewer suggestions,
Mhm.
it's kind of like they are the engine that feed, like they're the fuel, and you're just the machine that's doing the
Yeah,
thing.
and I guess it just felt a little impersonal, I guess.
Yes.
And the thing I think is beautiful about the internet is you can connect with all these people all across the world, and you would otherwise have no opportunity to do that. And so I truly believe in like using this opportunity that we have to connect with other people in a real way.
Mm.
And so last year, I guess in like February of last year, I was like, okay, let me do a, I guess, tutorial stream, quote unquote tutorial stream. I did a stream that was how to draw Mario. I love Mario. And to preface, I'm not really a teacher, but I was like, let me just use this as I guess, a jumping off point. I'll say, I'm teaching you how to draw Mario and use it as a way to encourage people to come draw with me.
Yeah.
Because I had some people like kind of draw alongside me in the past, but I didn't really encourage it. And so I thought to like encourage it and try to get people involved and kind of make it like a little bit of an art club would be really interesting. And I didn't really know if people would grab onto that, but I did the first stream and it went really well and people were really engaged. And then like people submitted their art. I showed it on stream. We all like said a bunch of nice things to each other about each other's art. And that felt like one of the most fulfilling things I have ever done in terms of
Yeah.
like creating content.
Gosh, I mean,
I
golly.
mean,
No, I mean, but like,
goody two
like
shoes.
genuinely, like based on everything I know about you from outside of the pod, and even from what you've just said, like that that is like what you want to do, you know? Art and storytelling, and you're creating a space where that can happen safely with encouragement. And I'm lucky to have tuned into a few streams, and I have my own presence now. I've been lucky to be on a stream or two. You really have created this wonderful group of people, a community around you. It's like I don't know, in a way you're like their idol, you know?
Hey, and I don't know if that's true. I'm just thankful that they come every week. I have a lot of
Yeah.
people who come every week, and that I mean means the world to me.
I mean, we can go ahead and say you're definitely not the most talented artist.
You love saying that. He love every day. He's like, let's just be clear. You're not the most talented guy on this stream, but
You're not. You're not.
no, I'm not, and it's true. But again, art is not objective. So
Well, certainly, but also like it's I think that you're gonna like pause. You're like, I don't want to talk about this.
cut that.
Yeah,
cut
cut,
it.
you're you're not in a way that's like really cool. That like you are like people of like I've drawn on your stream once or twice,
Yeah, it's
and
awesome.
I'm Garbo.
But it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I honestly I think it's good because I'm a very like I think, and I really want to preface that art is not objective, but I think I'm a
Yes,
very
absolutely.
I'm a very middling level of art. Like I can make some good stuff. I'm not the most amazing, but I can do good.
In terms of the actual practice of the craft, there are people who are potentially more practiced
Absolutely.
than you.
But what I want to say is I think it's a good I guess a good talent level to be at because it makes people I would hope that it makes people from all levels feel like, okay, this is a great place to participate and
Yeah.
show off my art because
Yeah.
we have a lot of really, really talented artists that come to the stream, and they
Shout out.
shout out.
Probably the only listeners to this episode, because this will like be one of the earlier episodes.
And if you guys listen, I just want to say you are awesome.
Yeah, and I hope you guys know what I mean by when I said Ben is your idol. I was trying to do a cutie little callback to the show that you liked.
Oh my God! I
yeah,
didn't even realize.
you're like gonna be in their shops.
Oh
and,
my God!
and, like, they're
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be in your
playing-
Fortnite shop.
Yeah, exactly. No, like you'll be at like people walk around their towns and they see you.
Well, I would be honored to be seen, but yeah, we have a lot of really talented people that inspire me every single stream, and yeah, I'm just like I am really honored to have been able to facilitate this kind of art in any way. I had a big end of year stream that I did where I compiled like all the art that people have made in the past year, and I mean it was like 500 or 600 different pieces of art
Yeah.
on varying levels, and that is insane and amazing to me. And I just
And it's yours. Like it's like that wouldn't exist otherwise in this world. It would potentially in different ways, sure.
yeah,
But when you get down to it, that is your communities.
yes,
And that like how does that feel?
it feels awesome. I mean, I have on my stream, you can see in the background, I've started printing out. I got this like little photo sticker printer, and I've started printing out a lot of people's art that they've made and posting it on my wall. And I mean, just being able to see that and look at it, and not to mention, it's like, okay, so people draw stuff for my stream. Say I do a prompt, I do a how to draw Mario stream, they draw Mario, but also people are drawing me.
Yeah. I was just about to say
And that is
I've
like,
been drawn once or twice, and I've never felt more positive about myself when someone has drawn me looking all cutie or like there is that Opa Doobie style one. Who do you remember who made that one?
Undangy.
Oh, classic Undangy.
Shout out Undangy.
Honestly, shout out all of you. Shout out Undangy, Strubiums, Zephyr,
Jennings,
Tolgos.
but now I feel bad. I'm like,
yeah.
now I feel bad we couldn't name everyone.
We can't name all of them, but do know that you're named in our hearts. I really adore you guys, and I know for a fact Ben really adores you guys.
Yeah. Everybody who comes is really awesome, and I can't believe like there are a handful of people who genuinely come 2 times a week, every single week, and stay for like the whole stream, which are like 5 or 6 hours. And I can't believe that you spend all that time with me. I'm honored. It's a privilege, and yeah.
What's coming up for you today?
Today,
Yeah, so this is part of the reason why I wanted to talk to you today,
yes.
because you have a very interesting, fun, big stream coming up today.
And I can't wait. So to explain a little bit about it, if anybody knows who Hatsune Miku is, she is
Say it like you've spoken words to me before.
Ding dong, ding, ding dong.
Oh,
Ding dong.
Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune Miku is a Vocaloid, which is essentially
I don't think you need to.
You don't want me to? I
mean,
can.
You can.
I was gonna go quick.
Oh, okay, because I don't know much about Hatsune Miku myself.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's a giant box.
It's a huge box.
Yeah.
But it's essentially like a sound. It's like a sound box. It's like a box of a kind of sound, and you can use Hatsune Miku's voice to create your own song. She is like everybody uses her sound box to create music
Oh.
using her voice.
Oh, I thought it was like one person making a bunch.
It's like a community thing. Like there are like some of the biggest creators who are known for making Hatsune Miku music, but really anybody, you can buy her sound kit and use her sounds to create any kind of song you want.
Whoa.
And that's what Vocaloid is. There's a bunch of different sounds, a different kind of sound fonts that people use, and they're all these different characters. And so
Hatsune Miku has become this not icon.
Icon.
Like
She's an icon.
like she has a look to her,
yes.
and it's and this afternoon, you're dressing up as
I'm going to
Hatsune
be
Miku,
dressed up
aren't
as her because Miku, her name Miku, can be translated in Japanese to 3/9, which was recently March 9th. And so that's her day. And so on that day, on Monday, I actually dressed up on her and did a quick stream. But I'm doing it today because I'm going to do a how to draw Hatsune Miku stream.
And that goes with your schedule, which is good because you want to have a good schedule for your Twitch audience and so on and so forth.
Absolutely. And so it goes with my schedule. And so I'm dressing up as her today. I got a very cheap costume, and it's actually not bad. It actually looks
good.
okay. It looks okay.
Hey, it was a good look for you.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
Like I really mean that. Hey there, Cam again, coming at you not so live from the liminal space between this part of the podcast and the almost end of the podcast. Yeah, we don't have any ads yet, but if you want to pay me $5, I will literally say anything you want on this part of the podcast. Just something to think about, okay? Think about it, consider reaching out to me. I'll literally do it as long as it's super respectful to people. You know what I'm trying to say here. Okay, you're so close to the end of the pod. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're doing great. Bye. Or don't leave. Enjoy the rest of the pod. What's that feeling right before you go live? I know you have a schedule, so I'm sure you're able to prepare for it, but is there a buzz, like pre-show buzz, like butterflies? Like, are you getting excited? What is right before you press go live on Twitch?
Usually it's like, to be honest, what it is I'm always late to stream. So
If you're going to be late today.
I'm for sure gonna be late today. So it's never like I don't really have time to like be nervous or be like, what am I gonna say anymore? I'm just kind of like I'm just throwing all my stuff around, and like today I gotta put my wig on, and I'm getting my water bottle filled, and I'm making sure everything's right.
By your assistant. Your assistant is getting your water bottle filled.
My assistant's filling my water bottle, and I'm making sure I have all my clothes on. Sometimes I
Yes.
forget my clothes. And so I'm just making sure everything's okay. And so usually I don't really have much time to think. But I think I've gotten used to it. Over time, I've gotten used to it. In the earlier days, I was a little more nervous. I was a little more like, let me do my vocal warm-ups, which I still should probably do, but I usually am late, so I don't have time.
Sure.
Um,
Let's do some right now.
okay. She sat on the balcony,
There's no
inexplicably
shot you
mimicking
do
him.
that. There's no shot you do it like that.
She sat on the balcony.
Do you give it that much mustard like you're doing it right now?
I'm trying to give it mustard because I typically I get a little sloppy, and so I try.
I do get a little sloppy too.
I get sloppy, and my favorite is Vincent vowed vengeance very vehemently.
Vincent vowed vengeance
very
vehemently.
vehemently,
Vehemently.
vehemently, vehemently,
Vehemently.
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 So I'm trying to bring Damn Daniel back.
Yes, no, you are. Is it how sonically pleasing it sounds, or like what is it about Damn Daniel that you want to bring back?
I just don't
is there
feel like
nostalgia?
no, I don't feel like Damn Daniel ever got its flower.
I completely 100% disagree, Ben.
No, it got some flowers, but I don't think it got enough. It kind of faded into obscurity. Nobody says Dan Daniel anymore.
Not everything needs to last forever, Ben.
No, I don't think it does, but I'm like, it's kind of peak stim.
So there it is.
It's peak stim.
And so what is peak stim for you? Like it's sonically pleasing to say.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah.
Damn,
Damn,
Daniel.
it's Daniel. Damn you, Daniel.
I really want to bleep out all the dams. Damn.
Damn it, Daniel. I just think it's a great. What I take issue with, I think, is Daniel, the actual Daniel in the videos. He went on Ellen,
Yes.
but the guy who made the video funny, his friend in the background, didn't get to go on Ellen.
Hey.
Hey.
He wasn't back at it again with the white vans.
Well, yeah, I understand, but truly, at the end of the day, Daniel was just a pretty boy. Who's behind the camera?
Yeah.
I'm.
Do we ever know?
No, I don't. Not that I know of.
Would you like to find out?
Oh my god.
Well, luckily I did some.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah,
you today.
I did some digging.
No, I can't even tell you how much that would mean to me, dude.
I will
my
if for some reason my platform gets bigger than yours, because we're always comparing.
We're
platform
competing and we're
sizes.
comparing.
Yeah, we're always competing and comparing.
And whoever wins gets to kill the other guy.
Yes, I will on the day that I get to kill you, I will find the voice behind Damn Daniel.
It's like your final meal in jail, but I
Yeah,
just
last
get
meal.
to meet Damn Daniel.
Do you think about your last meal?
No, I'm not a
I'm reading your mind. I know this because I'm your friend. Tell me like I don't know.
I'm not a big food guy.
Yeah.
I like food. Don't get me wrong. I like food, but I don't like it enough to really think about what my last meal would be.
Yeah.
I also have a very sensitive stomach, so to be honest, most of the time, food just brings me agony. Agony.
What a terrible life to lead.
It's okay. It used to be worse, but it got better because I became really healthy and strict about what I eat.
I find so much joy in food, though. All kinds.
Well, what I will say is I find a very unique joy in food because when I am eating food, when I'm eating my dinner or my lunch, my 2 meals of the day, those are the only times I feel I can truly relax.
Wow.
I really believe that, and as someone who's very busy and constantly moving,
Sleeping all tense.
I sleep in all tense. I really am. Um, I also have OCD, and so my mind is constantly going about what I have to do and what I'm worried about and what is plaguing me. And so when I sit down to eat food, and usually I sit in front of the TV, I'll watch a TV show. When I do that, I know I can't worry about anything else. I have to eat. I have to survive. And so in those 20 or so minutes when I'm eating and watching an episode of television, I feel truly at peace because I know I'm not allowed to worry about it.
Mm.
That's also kind of how I feel when I'm on a plane.
Well, yeah. I mean, wait. So you're like waiting for the ginger ale?
Yes, I'm like
until I get my ginger ale.
yes, pretty much. But I love planes because it's like you're up in a plane, you literally can't do anything.
Yeah, I
What are you
do-
gonna do?
I-
You're up in a plane.
Oh, so you get relaxed in planes because the only thing you can do is be in the plane?
I'm like, this is my time to play a game or just to have fun about something.
I do a similar like that sort of thinking of like there's nothing else I can do about the situation I'm in but do like be the moment, which is, it's a very interesting perspective on being in the moment when you have that task that you can only really be doing that task.
Yes, I love a task, and this is kind of related, and I'm curious how you feel about this.
Please.
But when it comes to like, as someone who's is constantly trying to make stuff and who's trying to use their creativity to the best way you can,
Teach them.
two
Fix
is
them.
great. I find I feel more comfortable creating when it is late at night, and I know a lot of creative people feel the same way.
Oh yeah.
But personally, I feel that way because in the back of my mind, in my subconscious, I feel like not all, but a lot of people are sleeping at night.
I've written many a poem specifically about the rest of the world not doing anything, allowing me to
Yes.
kind of exist within myself.
Yes, and when it feels like everything else is a little bit out of the way, personally, it feels like the competition is kind of lowered.
And I don't want to immediately agree with you on competition,
Mhm.
as the operative word
Of
there.
course, yeah.
But like it's just quieter and it's like you don't have like there's nothing reminding you that it has to fit into anything.
Yes.
There's lots of cuz you wake up in the day and we're doing this now and it's like, it's lunchtime, spoiler, it's lunchtime. And it's like a lot of people are in the middle of their day and it has me thinking about where all this is going to fit into the grand podcast landscape. I'm very early into this journey and I'm very grateful for you being here. And it's like, well, all I can do is just make the pod,
It's true.
and I'm nervous and like I don't want to record at night.
Yeah.
That'd be like late night podcast. I don't think anybody would want to do that with me.
I would do it.
I know you would do it.
Let's do this again, but at night.
Yeah, in like a year we'll do it. We'll do a night version.
All right.
Because we're gonna be friends for a while,
We'll
Ben.
be friends for at least a little while.
We kind of did pass over the initial question I asked you.
How am I?
How are you? Because you were talking about the weather and like,
Yes. Here's what I'll say. The most important, and I think the thing in my life that stands out the most right now that I'm trying to do and achieve, I think, is to connect with my inner child again.
yes,
And this comes back to what we were talking about with romanticism and being romantic
and not learning how to speak till you're 21.
and not learning how to speak until I'm 21. And I feel as though I've lost my romanticism a little bit, just being an adult and having to do all the stuff that we have to do. And I think for a while, I was also, I think, pretty isolated for a while. I had a couple of years where I was kind of just making stuff online and wasn't really doing anything outside.
I mean, we've lived in the same area for like 2 years,
Mhm.
and I didn't meet you until like maybe. I mean, how long? Like, have we been even homies for a year yet?
No, I don't think so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think so.
It just goes to show how much I love you, buddy.
Exactly. I'm now at a point where I'm connecting more with people in my community, and I've started to feel the inklings of that romanticism again, but I'm really trying to grab onto it. And I think part of that is like connecting with my past and thinking about my past again, because I think for
Yeah.
a long time I was kind of trying to push away that and not think about my past because it made me sad and it made me feel like I don't feel the same way that I used to.
Why?
It made me sad because I used to feel very strongly and feel very magical about life.
Oh, so you were sad because you had something great, and then
And I felt like I
you
lost
feel like
that.
you can access it.
Yes. And
Are you
so
medicated? I'm medicated. That's why I
no,
ask.
I'm not medicated, and I tried in college, and I did not like it.
Because I know a lot of people, close friends of mine, have talked about being medicated.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, medicated.
Damn,
Damn, medicated.
Medicare.
Medicare.
And they talk a lot about the muting of the imagination, the muting of the, and so I was just wondering if maybe that was a timeline, but I guess not.
Well, what I will say is I definitely think my OCD has played a big part in kind of hushing that.
Sure.
And what I am in now is therapy, and I have been in therapy for a little while. I just got with a
Lit.
new therapist. Shout out to my therapist.
Shout
She's
out.
awesome.
Hello.
Hello. She shouldn't be watching this. Hopefully she's not.
I mean,
I think they're not allowed to do that.
I mean, what if they're a fan of me?
I think they'd have to click off, even though they're a fan of you. They're like, oh, that's
I think
my
they'd have
client.
to, yeah.
But I'm hoping, and who's to know? We all have different minds, but I'm hoping that with therapy alone, I can hopefully kind of fix my mind up a little bit.
When I was in therapy, they said the work is done in between the sessions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, and I completely agree with that.
So you're working hard right now?
Oh my God, I feel like I'm working hard. Yeah, and I love it. I personally love working on my mind and my soul. I love it. It's a big fun thing for me.
It's not easy.
No, it's not easy, but I think it's very fulfilling.
At the end of the road, absolutely.
I think during the road,
Do you find yourself feeling grateful when you're like I can get pretty pissed off at myself when I'm finding something I don't necessarily love, or I'm finding something that I have to grapple with a bit more than I need to, and I can get pretty bummed.
I guess it's complicated because I feel like I've kind of been a big tenet of who I am is becoming wanting to be better, wanting to be good, wanting to be morally good, wanting to be a good person. As much as that is not an objective thing, is to just constantly be growing. And so I've always thought about that. That's been a very big thing in my life for a very long time. And so I've always kind of felt like I was working on stuff. And I think there was a time in my life where it was really tough because it felt like way too many things that I didn't like and that I felt like I needed to work on. And it felt very suffocating. But I think I'm at a point now where it's like the things are a little bit less. I think there's always things to work on, but
Certainly.
I'm very happy with who I am and the person that I have grown into, and I I feel I guess I feel good enough that the things that do come up don't
They don't disrupt the foundation
yeah.
of who you are.
No.
You know?
No, sometimes they
some-
do.
I mean,
and
yeah,
sometimes they do, and that's how
but-
it is. But I feel good enough. I feel like I'm in a good enough place mentally where I can really start like I don't know. I want to. I'm trying to think of the right word because I don't want to critique myself. That's
Well-
not what I want to
Well,
do.
say the word and then we could fix it after.
Yeah.
We'll fix it in post.
I feel in a good enough place where I feel good working on myself to the deepest extent.
Yeah.
And I really want to do that. And being with a therapist has been great because it really helps streamline all the thoughts I have.
Yeah, my therapist, who I miss, and from college, she was like, all I'm doing is helping you untangle the yarn up there.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, thank you. You did. Shout out my therapist.
Shout out.
I think she can listen to it now.
Maybe she's a big fan of me, so she can watch it.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy if she's undangy?
Oh,
But no doubt,
it'd be
no
so
shot,
cool. It'd
no
be so cool.
shot.
No shot. I don't think.
Hey, it's Cam again. I just wanted to say, I know it is an ordeal nowadays to pay attention to an hour-long podcast, but you are doing so great. And because you're nearly there, I want to give you just a second to take a nice, deep breath in. So just do that now. Okay, you're doing it? Okay, great. Now let it go. Okay, great. Look at you. Hey, I'm proud of you. All right, here's the rest of the pod. Much love. Here we go. Woo! You live such an interesting life, Ben.
I tried.
I mean, you succeed. You're doing. I mean, Twitch streaming. I guess I should ask, what made you want to do streaming specifically? Was there a streamer that you used to watch, or what about it being live and not just making it on YouTube or TikTok where you started?
Yes, I think the aspect of connecting with people in real time is really important to me because I'm a performer. I've been performing all my life, and ultimately, I think the most fulfilling kind of performance is when you get the immediate feedback.
Sure.
And so that, for one, I think is great.
And that's why I'm doing a podcast.
Exactly. But it'll be live someday, so then
That's the hope, yeah.
exactly. And so what was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
Immediate reaction from the audience.
Yes, you also the thing I love about streaming is the back and forth on the banter you can have with your chat. There's so much the way my brain works and the way I like to do comedy is I need constant what's the word? I need constant
feedback,
not feedback, but like things like
engagement.
like I guess engagement is a good word. I need things constantly going into my brain because
stimuli,
that's it. I need constant stimuli because it's the same thing and why I originally started out doing drawing suggestions because I want someone to kind of give me a basis and then I feel so comfortable just jumping off of that. And so having a space where people can kind of be constantly stimulating me with stories or funny things they're saying, I love to jump off of what other people are saying.
It's really fun to piggyback.
It's great.
It's fun to have things to play. It's really hard to create from nothing, which you do. You do often do, or have to start. I mean,
try, yeah.
I mean, you'll be like, "F it, I'm at the mall, and I'm gonna do a soundscape of me at the mall."
Really, usually that's when someone says something. Like when I did that the other day, I did a mall role play where I just made a bunch of sounds and pretended I was at the mall.
You gotta call them soundscapes. I think that's
no, it's a
way,
soundscape.
yeah.
But someone said just offhandedly, they were like, "What if we were at the mall right now?" I was like, "Okay,
Okay, F it, we're at the mall.
And so I feel so comfortable running as far as possible with just a tiny little statement, but my mind just needs that like
Does it have to be from somebody else?
No.
Because that's like a question to, philosophize about,
Yes, I think it depends on where my mind's at. Because
Sure.
sometimes it's like I feel creative enough, and often it's like after I've gone to a comedy show or something, my mind feels on. It's all about getting on, and that's been a big thing for me where I'm constantly trying to figure out how to turn on. Because when you're on, and I'm sure you feel this, whenever you're on, it's like I could take on the whole world right now.
Yeah.
But then it's like usually it's like it's 1 a.m. at night. You have 1 hour before you have to go to sleep. Then you wake up the next day and you're like, wait, I don't know how I did that.
Yes.
And so I've just been in a constant battle of trying to figure out when I'm on because I know I can make really good stuff when I'm on, but it's really hard to get there.
I mean, my challenge lately has been feeling on or being like understanding that, I don't think of course I'm jazzed for you to be here, but you've seen me perform on stage, you've seen me do other things. I don't think I'm necessarily bringing that here.
Sure.
But I do feel on, And so it's like there's different ons. It's the last thing that I want to think when I'm making art of different kinds is like there is a specific checklist of things that denotate when I am on as a person, or a performer or artist or whatever. And so this is, and it's given me great grief. Like even, I recorded episode 1, over a month ago now. Like I really hate doxing myself like that. I'm getting upset when I'm breaking the fourth wall, but this is just how I want to do it.
Yeah. Candid is good.
Yeah, candid is good, and there's too many factors about this whole making art always has too many factors.
True.
So to just let yourself be on however you are is what I've been really working on. But I imagine with when you have a schedule, it's different.
Yeah, and I also think I'm the kind of person who it's kind of often I think all or nothing for me. I'm very introverted. And so I think when I need to be on, I really have to flip the switch. Because
Sure.
otherwise I'm kind of just like and I take a lot of not maybe I mean I do I take a lot of inspiration from Steve Carell and I find a lot of comfort in Steve Carell because whenever you watch him in interviews, he's always like,
Oh, wonderful.
"Who's here?"
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. We had a beautiful, wonderful interruption from a dear friend. But I want you to finish your thought. You're talking about you're introverted. We're talking about feeling on.
Oh, yes, I was just saying
You're inspired by Steve Carell.
I like Steve Carell because whenever you watch him in an interview, he's like just like really chill, as opposed to like most of his roles. And obviously, I love The Office. I love Michael Scott. When you look at Steve Carell as just a human compared to Michael Scott, it's like night and day. And why are you smiling?
I think that's a very like thoughtful consideration about actor versus character.
Yeah. And so I very much sit on the side of like I feel like I have to play a character to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like I just wouldn't. It would be kind of boring. Like I kind of gotta turn it on, and I've learned how to do that, and I've learned how to kind of make that feel natural
Do you
as
think
well.
that you yourself outside of the character are boring?
No, I don't think so, but I think in terms of making like content and like being flashy, I don't consider myself a natural. I don't want to be naturally flashy.
Sure. I think the most flashy thing is to be as natural as possible. That is what I think, obsessed with. Because it's early, I feel comfortable talking about my mission here. You know, people who are in on the ground floor get to know what I'm shooting for here. And it's like I think it's the most flashy when I get to really sit and chat
Hmm.
with the person. You know, um, and and that's why I'm trying to be me as well. You know,
Hmm.
I'm not trying to be like, I like, I'm a whimsical dude, I like being whimsical, but I like getting to actually discuss.
Yeah, and I think the thing about you is you have I think you're a very natural entertainer. You're very naturally charismatic, I think.
Thank you.
Of course. And so from my perspective at least, and we're in different bodies and we have different souls and different minds. From my perspective, it's like
Until we Freaky Friday.
until we Freaky Friday, which I'm hoping to do soon. That's one of my New Year's resolutions actually.
Great.
Um,
Is to Freaky Friday with me?
with anybody.
Okay,
Could be
understood.
you. But I see you as a very natural entertainer. And I say this not getting down on myself, but don't I don't necessarily see myself as like naturally charismatic. I think I have to kind of
Well, I mean, and forgive me for maybe projecting, but I think like my side of the coin would be this, right? If I'm a natural performer, then or natural entertainer, then it's like I'm putting way too much worth in me, Cam, the person, and there's not a much like, and the lack of separation per se is like dangerous, you know?
sure.
So I don't know how you feel about like the separation of self from art. Well, it's because you're still Ben,
Yeah.
but it is, as you're saying, like Michael Scott and Steve Carell, completely different.
Hmm. And I think with something like what I do, like Twitch streaming, there's only a certain extent I can play a character. And when I used to do it, I used to try to be more crazy. But now it's
Yeah.
like I'm talking for 5 hours. I have to be myself to a certain extent. And people
Yes.
want that. I know people want that. And I am on a journey of trying to be more natural in the stuff I create. Um, but
The
I don't think I
suspense.
have a butt. I don't think I have a
Isn't
butt.
it so wonderful to be somewhere where you're just stuck and you can't really stick the landing because it means you've gone somewhere that you've never gone before, you've never articulated before. I love when I do that. I used to hate it like until recently, but lately I've been like, and I can't stick the landing, but like that's kind of where I'm at.
That's good, and that's mindfulness, and that's being like, I'm happy just like existing and being able to exist as a human that doesn't get everything right all the time.
Well, yeah, but to like stick the landing and end a thought is also valuable.
I don't think so. I never try to get to the point. I'm always trying to kind of just wave, wave, wave until you crash.
Yeah.
I'm trying to crash, man.
Well, Ben, segue. It is about time that we wrap things up.
Cam is gonna kick me out of his house.
Well, I mean, you have a stream in a few hours.
I guess I do.
And you have to do your makeup.
In 30 minutes.
My microwave is off on timing, and so
Oh, no, I don't care. It's
and
fine. I'm
well,
always late.
well, you're gonna crush this stream.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I really, really love you.
I love you too.
You're such a cool person. You're doing something so incredibly cool. I've told you this outside of this, but I'll tell it for everyone, for the world to hear it. I feel like I get to live vicariously through you, in what you're doing. I think what you're doing is so cool. I really, 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 I guess vibe with you, dude, and I'm excited to see all the things that you do in the future.
Thank you, Cam.
Thanks for being on my silly little show.
Of course. I appreciate you too, and I think this is great. And I obviously am a big fan of you. I'm very inspired by you. I applied to Fun and Dumb, and I mentioned Late Night in it.
Oh, that's
They
crazy.
said, "What's a show you've seen recently?" I said, yeah, Late Night. I'm always inspired, and it makes me want to do stuff. And so, um, you're a great guy, and I'm very thankful for you. And I appreciate you supporting me in everything I do.
I'm honorated to be your moderator.
That's awesome, Cam.
Ben,
That's beautiful.
I love you.
Love you too, buddy.
How are you? You good?
I am.
Oh, you're in the air. You're not gonna stick the landing.
Good.
Okay. Love you. Boom.
I didn't really like this. Can we do it all over? Can we do it again just from the beginning?
Yeah, we can. Okay. Cheers. Bye, everyone. Thanks for listening to Hey, How Are Ya? A brand new podcast. Thanks to everyone who's involved, being me, I guess. Thanks, me. Also, huge shout out to my brother, Andrew Kreitner, who is now learning that his original composition is the theme music for this podcast. Thanks, Andrew. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, thanks for listening. Have a great rest of your day. See you next week for a new episode. Bye.